See them big letters? We made it. Hello. This is the most empty I've ever seen LAX in my whole life. There's like nobody here. We didn't wait in security or to check our bag. We don't sit out in the terminal with the peasants. Sometimes we do. We do in Ontario and we do in Pittsburgh. This is also the most empty United Club on earth right now, probably ever. As usual, everything has cheese. We're in the United Lounge at LAX, where there's no shortage of extremely important people talking on the phone at the absolute loudest volume possible so that you know for sure how important they are. But no, we've just been eating unseasoned tofu cubes, salsa that was frozen and is still a little icy, some grapes that touched cheese, which, you know, whatever, it's better than no grapes, and nuts that are a little bit stale.
What are you drinking? What's in this?
This is Element. I'll put my code on the screen so that if you too want to buy extremely overpriced electrolytes, you can get some for free.
Nice. What's in this?
That's half of the Prosecco that I got like over an hour ago when I walked to the bar and didn't know what I wanted, and the guy said, "How about Prosecco?" And I said, "Okay." And I'm still trying to drink it because I'm not a very good drinker.
I'm having a Modelo, of course.
Of course.
Naturally.
Also, it's really gross in here. It's always really gross in here. It's like, it's disgusting. Food all down the seats and stuff. Like,
ooh, yeah, it's
a
little beat up.
Yeah. It's amazing that people like come in here and like scream on the phone and think they're important, and like it's so gross in here. It's better than being out in the terminal, I guess. But they'll really let anybody in here.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah, they let us in here.
Yeah. A couple of nobodies.
Yeah, because it's not an international flight. Even though it's 6 hours, they don't give you any food.
It's 6 hours.
Huh?
6 hours?
Yeah. Well, it says like 5 hours and 59 minutes. It's going to be terrible.
Maybe they'll make up some time.
Why would they need to make up time? They're going to Hawaii.
I didn't realize it was 6 hours.
Probably it gets there and then like the plane goes to sleep. It's in some ways it's like less, because if you think about flying from Pittsburgh to Houston to Ontario, California, not Canada, unfortunately. This is beautiful, sunny Southern California, Ontario. Somehow that took like, I don't know, 6 months to make that flight a few weeks ago. So this is just, we just get on the plane and sit down, and then you get there, and then you're there, instead of having to do it twice. So it's gonna be bad, but whatever.
Summer solstice.
Wrong side.
Huh?
Wrong side.
What do you mean?
We're on that side.
Until we found space for the larger carry-ons. Small items will be placed.
You want me on the aisle, or?
No, I'm just saying she sent us down the wrong side.
I'm confused.
Get out of the aisle completely.
Found your seat. Please step into your row to allow those behind you to pass. Let us know if you need
Yeah, she seemed like she didn't really know anything that was going on. She's like, this side, that side, this side, that side.
Shocking. United employee doesn't know anything.
Par for the course.
We survived possibly the most uncomfortable flight of all time.
Not the most.
Maybe not of all time,
No,
but
definitely
it
not.
was up there.
It was
And
just fine.
it just wasn't fun or good in any way. But we're here now. Tired. Last night at this time, I was asleep. But now, I'm here, waiting for a bag, and because my bag will have a priority tag on it, it will be coming out last.
Alright.
Just a quick fish video.
Hello.
Hope it's good. It does look good.
Hello. As you can see, we're in Hawaii, safely crossing the street in Honolulu. We arrived last night and we were too tired to film. So, we're crossing when we're not supposed to, but it's fine. What else to say? We just had fish and chips. And we're just we're doing a walkabout because someone's got to work this evening. This afternoon, I guess.
Have to teach a class at 2 o'clock Hawaii time, which, you know, if I lived in Hawaii would be a great time compared to the time that I normally have to teach it. But since I'm simply visiting Hawaii, it's a real inconvenience. As it is preventing us from, like, doing anything in the middle of the day, but
Yes.
we did eat fish and chips, which, you know, is, you have already been introduced to my love of plant-based seafood, so fish is often second tier, because sometimes Gardein fish is used, and that's gross. We don't eat Gardein.
We think this was banana blossom, but we're not sure.
Tofu is the preferred fish of all fishes. Of all England, not a good place. But, and sorry to all my British viewers.
I'm not.
I say this as well, never mind, I'm not even going to get into that. England, not a good place overall. For me. For many people. However, one thing they do right.
It's a great place if you're British.
Yeah. If you're white British, it's a great place to be.
Yeah.
One thing that they do right is fried foods. And one of those foods can be fish.
They've failed at pretty much, outside of colonizing, they've failed at pretty much everything other than frying foods.
Yeah, they are excellent at two things, colonizing and frying foods.
It's incredible that a country that conquered the spice trade refused to use any of them.
Yeah, but, you know, when it comes
And before
to...
anyone says anything, we lived in England.
Yeah.
And it sucked ass. Yeah. And the food was terrible.
Yeah, this isn't
So this isn't just like piling on a stereotype. The stereotype is true.
Yeah,
The
this
food's
is
bad.
due to experience.
And they have Indian food, several ethnic foods, and they refuse to use the spices that are present in those foods.
Oh, yeah, well...
But like their national dish is curry, and it's like the most tasteless thing on earth.
Unless it's being made by the people that
Yes.
sort of came
But
up with.
the problem is those people make it for British people, and
Yeah.
it tastes like nothing.
We had to order ours with a note that said, "We're American, we can handle it."
Yeah.
And the last time I did that, before we moved, it was an F around and find out type of situation for me. I found out. Here's a man who's never been in the Pacific Ocean before, to my knowledge.
No. Up until recently, I just saw the Pacific for the first time in.
Last year.
Yeah. No, I've seen it a few times, but.
Well, if you haven't seen it, here it is. Personally, I'm unable to focus on this because I saw a Dole Whip truck, and like all I can think about is how long do we have to stand here before I can go get that?
How long do you think that will be?
I don't know, about 30 seconds or so. Here it is. $7 worth of Dole Whip, a little more expensive than I remember it being. Have you had Dole Whip before?
I've had Dole Whip.
Have you had it in Hawaii?
I've never been to Hawaii.
Well, then this is the first time. Crazy.
Yeah. My hands were really sticky from the Dole Whip. Had to wash them in this public lagoon.
Neurodiversity in action. Right here.
No, it could be worse. Those kids are probably peeing like crazy. So are the hands really washed? No.
But they're not sticky
But they're not
anymore.
sticky. They're probably just covered in pee.
Well, I don't know what's worse, pee or sticky.
Well, good question. I don't know.
We're walking back to the hotel. We're walking back to retrieve our car from the $45 a day valet that we will not be putting it back into after we return from our trip to the store and dinner. We have to go to the store because we have to buy like pepperoni sandwiches because that's our traditional island food because
Or vegetable patties,
yeah, we're
which are
Two.
rare.
yeah, but the point is we're too cheap to eat out multiple times a day. So we eat out once a day and then we also eat either a pepperoni sandwich or what's the other thing? What's the other thing?
I don't know.
Jamaican vegetable patty.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll be able to access that here in Hawaii, so we may have to find a Hawaiian version of our cheap lunch that's prepared in our hotel.
Right, exactly. That's the exact same type.
We're parking in this marina parking lot because parking at the hotel costs $45 a night. This is $1 per hour, but you have to leave every 24 hours, which I don't think will be a problem, but paying $45 a day to park is crazy.